Despite cold, wet, wintry conditions, December marks the start of a very special season in Oregon. Just in time for the holiday season as well, Oregon's crabbing gets underway. Dungeness crab are being caught along the Oregon coast. Hi there, Grant McComey here, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. And who doesn't love Oregon's Dungeness crab, a seafood treat? And this week we learn what it takes to catch them. It's a unique heritage to Oregon as we visit the only commercial and sport crab pot manufacturing company. So come on along as we see and learn what it takes to catch Dungeness crabs. Here's an underwater view that you never see. Drawn by the bait, Dungeness crabs scurry, then climb into a crab pot. The time-tested trap secures the catch until it reaches the surface.
How'd we do?
Oh, look at that! Oh, man! Fisherman Steve Fick and I have our hands full of fresh Dungeness. But the truth is, the trap made the catching easy. As it turns out, the crab pot is all Oregon.
Building a crab pot, one that will fish and fish well, is a science.
At the Airport Crab Company in Warrenton, they have rolled the steel, welded the weights, wrapped the rounds, and woven the mesh into crab traps since 1948.
They really got it right back then. And you know, there are little things you can do, but for the most part, there isn't a better way to catch crab.
Co-owner Lisa Lamping is right. Dungeness crabbing dates to the earliest days of commercial fishing in Oregon's offshore waters. But inside Oregon's only sport and commercial crab pot manufacturing company, you can see the heritage of the business. It is alive and well. Gene Elliott, Paul Shaw, and Mike Gill hand knit the tops, bottoms, and sides of each pot, plus a bait tunnel that allows the crab to get inside. These three men collectively own more than a century of experience building pots the old-fashioned way with their hands.
Get ready to bleed. It's really hard on the hands. Each mesh has to be the same size, quite the job.
The 18-gauge stainless steel wire takes tough, quick hands and a sharp eye to knit the mesh just right.
You gotta try to hold the meshes at exactly the same size. That's why you gotta stay focused all the time.
Elliott's hands work at a blurry pace, swiftly wrapping the mesh weave, seamless and smooth.
Tell me about learning how to do this.
I can't remember, that was too long ago.
Those meshes have to be about 2 inches, and you have to do that quickly.
This is old school.
This is old school.
Very old school.
Down at the dock is where the work pays off. Dungeness crab is Oregon's most valuable seafood. Last year's statewide catch was worth nearly $50 million.
It's a component that fills a big void from December until March for a lot of these guys. The families live here. They stay here. The infrastructure, the support industries like crab pot businesses, marine supply stores, all of that stays in the community, which is really key to the viability of these rural areas in Oregon coast.
It is also a lot of fun to catch your own and then head to the kitchen where Steve shares a favorite recipe called a stuffed crab sandwich.
We're going to take some crab.
He mixes 1 cup of grated Swiss cheese with 2 cups of crab.
You want that to be your dominant flavor.
He adds a teaspoon each of Worcestershire sauce and a dash of lemon pepper before he mixes in 1 cup of mayo and half a cup of sliced olives.
Lather these up.
Go ahead and paint them up.
Lots of butter. And this is garlic butter, you said?
Garlic butter.
Now it's time to stuff a sandwich.
We want to take a portion of this. We'll put it on there.
Oh, man, that looks good.
It's
I've
not
never
bad.
had anything like this.
It's a doctored up crab melt is what it is.
Steve spreads a generous amount of grated Parmesan cheese across the top of each and slides it all into a 375-degree oven, 7 to 10 minutes.
You got to be in the mood for something rich and robust. It's for a cold winter night.
Steve is quick to add that even if you don't go sport crabbing, you're in good luck. December marks the start of the season, and 80% of the harvest occurs during this first month. The next 30 days should also find the lowest prices in the market, something you might want to check out. We have all the details, directions, contact information so you can make your own outdoor adventure, sport crabbing, right here on the Travel Oregon website. So be sure to check it out. Until next week, do get out here and explore the great Oregon outdoors. Let Travel Oregon be your guide. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComb.